Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing the first 6 months of 2021 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be located in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right. Let's let the bulls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Libra, the first 6 months of 2021, Libra. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Okay. Now we're going to see, here we have set up for all 6 months, for the first 6 months of 2021. So let's start with the chakra energy, the chakra cards. Libra, the first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Let's look at your spirit animal energy for that time. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, and spirit guides. Okay, you have 2 extra coming out. So we're going to put them over here. Fantastic. And then for your major arcana, the first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. All right, so we're starting with January right here. We have the Soul Star Chakra located 6 inches above your crown. We have the Mouse Spirit, which I love. And we have Star, the Star card in the Major Arcana. This is Aquarius energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. But this is absolutely beautiful. So then we go from January, of course, to February. We have, again, the Soul Star Chakra. Here we have Angels and Masters, Angels and Divinity. We then have the Butterfly Spirit. And we have Aries energy. We have the Emperor coming through. This is a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. And this is a sense of the waters pouring out and you claiming your throne, you claiming what you desire. There's a transformation coming forward and you are protected. So March, we have the Solar Plexus Chakra, self-mastery right here. Then we have the Vulture Spirit, which I really, really like. And we have the World. So that's beautiful. April. Love. The Heart Chakra. The Koala Spirit. And Judgment. So this is a balancing of the scales. May. The Sacral Chakra. Now this is where a lot of negativity from this life, from past lives, is held. There's a flexibility of spirit and of soul coming up. The Swan Spirit then comes forward. And then we have the Fool. The beginning of a journey. The beginning of embracing the hero's path within your life. We then have the Heart Chakra coming through again with forgiveness in June. The Lizard Spirit. And the Death card, which is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. So let's look, before we talk about each month, let's look at the main essence of this reading. Yeah, and we'll turn these over last, the bonus spirit animal cards. So the left-hand side is the inner self. The middle is the heart, the emotional self. The right-hand side is the public arena, the public self. So we have the Page of Coins, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is being a student of your prosperity. We have the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Coins. So internally, you're coming to an end of a cycle, mentally and prosperity, but this is also in the way that you look at money, in the way money is called forward to your life. Then we have the Devil card. This is addictive energy, yes. This is also Capricorn energy, a time frame December 22nd to January 19th. But this is a freeing of self, a freeing from the bonds that have pulled us in, that have, kind of kept us held back as individuals. We have the Death card once again. You have it in June. Now you have it crowning the heart here. And it's very funny because it's with the heart chakra and with forgiveness. You have the Eight of Coins, the Fool once again, which is in May. And you have the Four of Swords. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, crowning your public arena, your public self. You have the Emperor, once again. Now this is in February. Here coming forward. You have the Three of Wands. And you have the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your bonus spirit animal message is the Hawk Spirit, which says, let Spirit be your guide. And the Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough. So let Spirit be your guide and know that there is always enough, which I think is just an absolutely brilliant message for anyone to have moving forward, but especially to have your spirit animals coming out and saying, remember this, remember that there is more here than we realize, than we know, than at times we tend to focus on. So we're starting off with January. We have the soul star chakra, again located 6 inches above your crown. This is the soul's healing. We have the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Tend to the small things. We tend to overlook the small things. It's like, oh, tend to the big things. It's always about the big things. But we're going to find that in 2021, especially for you, Libra, it's going to be the smallest things that matter. And it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference, that build the greatest change. And it brings you to the star. It brings you to looking at the highest form of man's perfection, to what you really wish for, long for, desire within your life, the waters that are poured forward. So we start here with soul's healing. Excuse me. And this is a sense of divinity handing healing energy. And it doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is the healing, this is the cleansing, this is what I desire type of thing. It's going to be a part of you, just this healing kind of sense of warmth, sense of grounding, sense of deeper understanding, sense of empowerment, sense of emboldening your inner self. And that's going to be what moves you forward in your soul's healing. And then we have the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Tend to the small things, Libra, especially during this time. But as you move forward in 2021, as you start 2021, this is about the smaller things. It isn't about the great big things. I know we love a firework type of existence where all the neighbors can ooh and ah as we achieve one great thing after another after another. This is much smaller. This is much gentler. This is saying, tend to the small things. Tend to the things that people may never know you do. And as you tend to the small things, you start to see yourself fall into alignment. You start to see things falling into place. You start to see yourself becoming more confident, more competent, because you're taking care of what's important to you, even if it's not important to everybody else. So it's kind of like from the smallest seed can grow the greatest dream, or the greatest plant. And that's what you're doing here. It's something very small that becomes quite large, quite amazing. And it leads you to the star. And I love that we have the star of Venus above your head right here. As you're embracing this new year, you're looking at what you wish for. You're looking at what you desire, what you hope, what you want within your life, your passion, your brilliance, your beauty. And you're looking at this and you're saying, I want more. And it's not a bad thing. Don't think that this is going to be jealousy inducing or, kind of greed coming forward. It's pouring the waters into the world. It's pouring them on the ground and into the sea. And it's like, I am sending out so much more than I realized. And what divinity is doing here is divinity is seeing you and seeing what you desire, what you want, what you wish for within your heart, your soul, yourself. Not what you cross your fingers and wish for, but it's that deeper wish. And it's like, okay, I see you. I hear you. Let us move forward together. Let us become something greater. And that's what you're embracing here. That's seriously what you're holding on to. And this is the highest form of man's perfection. You start off in January with the sense of greatness coming, of something more aligning with you, becoming a part of you, guiding you forward. And it brings you to February. And in February, we have the angels and masters. You have your angels' wings right around you. It's like, I protect you, I love you. It was like, when I saw this just now, Spirit said the best Valentine's Day gift. It's like, this is the best gift for February. And then you have the butterfly spirit, transformation. It says transformation is beautiful as you claim your throne, as you know your power, as you embrace a warrior spirit. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and be a warrior and kind of conquer things. What it means here is that you're conquering the power within yourself to move forward in your life the way that you want to. And we start off with angels and masters, angels and divinity. You are seeing here, now this is again the soul star chakra. You are seeing a greater blessing coming forward. You are seeing something more becoming a part of you. And your angel's wings are wrapping themselves around you. You are being protected as you are being guided. And there's a severe sense of love, of compassion, and of commitment with you as you move forward and as you achieve more. this is also a time in February where you really want to listen to your inner self, your inner guide, okay? Because you're going to have your angels whispering into your ear, saying, there's more here. Move forward like this. Look at things this way. Step out of your comfort zone. Trust me. That's what your angels are saying. Trust me. Trust me, things become more than what you had expected. And it leads you to the butterfly spirit. The transformation is beautiful. As you are being protected, and this can be almost like in a cocoon right now, with the angel wings around you. And it can be cocooned from the negative, from the anger, from the hostility of the world. And who doesn't want that, especially nowadays? Then you have the butterfly spirit. The transformation is beautiful. As you embrace this cocoon, but as you also come out of the shell of doubt and fear that was holding you back, as you embrace the beauty, but also the shadows of this world, there's also a real power in embracing the shadowed self, of saying, I am moving forward in so much more than what people anticipated, than so much more than even I anticipated for me. And I'm letting this beautiful journey unfold, and I'm becoming a part of it, and it is a part of me, because it is what I was born to do. It's how I was born to live in this beautiful mystery, in this beautiful transformation. And as you spread your wings and as you are protected, you claim your throne. There's a part of you in February that is like, this is where I stand. This is what I stand for. This is who I am. This is what I want. There's going to be a part of you that is astoundingly serious. It's like, no, this is it. This is what's absolutely, positively the most important thing. So there can be a bit of rigidity here, which can make transformation a bit cumbersome at times, okay? It can feel like you're kind of tripping over your own feet. And here with the Emperor, now Aries is of course the god of war in Greek mythology. And so there's this warrior spirit here. And what Spirit is saying is that there has to be this warrior spirit in order to move forward. You start off with healing waters. But as you are embracing what you desire from life, the way that you want to move forward, the transformation that is becoming a part of you, there is a sense of having to claim it, of saying, I am a warrior of my truth, of my dedication, of what I desire. And I am leading my life forward. Okay, in focus and in kind of looking at a bigger picture than what I had thought of before. And as you do so, you're going to find that you kind of call yourself out a bit here with the Emperor spirit. It's like, well, do I deserve to be an emperor? Do I deserve to have this power? Do I deserve to have this focus? Do I deserve to move forward this way? And what divinity is saying is absolutely you do, because you have fallen and failed. Does not mean you never get to rise. Does not mean you don't get to have your angels around you and have this transformation be a part of you. The people who never transform, who never become more than what they were, never really had hardship, pain, or disappointment, okay? Or got stuck just simply in bitterness. Here there is transformative power. Here there is grace and greatness that is moving you. And it brings you to March, where there's self-mastery and nothing is wasted as you hold the world in your hands. And that's really cool, because the self-mastery is the solar plexus chakra. And it is an embracing of what you desire, of the way that you want to move forward. Trust your gut. You're falling into alignment, all right? That's going to be really important. Trust your gut. Also be very mindful with the food that you feed yourself, with the drinks that you take in. Make sure that you're getting plenty of water, vitamins, all that stuff, just to keep your body energized, charged, and moving forward in a really good way. Because there's a sense here, as you master what you had once doubted, as you master your life, which you could have doubted, that there was any purpose, that you were ever going to move forward. There is a sense here of really needing to be well fueled. And as you embrace this self-mastery, you have the vulture spirit coming forward, and it says nothing is wasted. All the hardship, all the pain, all the disappointment, all the anger, all the upset, all the upheaval that you have been through, nothing is wasted. It wasn't for nothing. And this is powerful, and this is real. And as you do so, and as you realize that nothing is wasted, that everything that you have been through has been for a reason. And I know people sit there and they say, oh, no, there's no reason to the hardships and the pains. For me, and the way I connect with Spirit, that's very bleak to think that. that there is no reason and everything is just random. It's very nihilistic, and it can really lead to an end of hope. And remember, hope, when Pandora opened the box, hope was the last thing left. It was the only thing left in the box when everything else escaped. And so hope is the one thing we have in this world, and the one thing that we utilize to have ourselves move forward. And that is why we hold the world in our hands. Because nothing is wasted. And because the doors that we thought were barred and locked to us, that we thought I can never move forward this way, it's never going to be. We start to see, yes, I can. The past, well, that's the past. It defined me in a way, yes, of course. But does it get to rule me? No, it just doesn't. And as you embrace your power, as you look at yourself with greater understanding, greater, support for what you desire within your life, greater determination, you see the doors that were barred start to open. You see the doubt that you had start to fall away. Spirit is saying it doesn't necessarily fall away, but it doesn't become the all-consuming form that it once was. The thing that said, oh, you can't, you're not even worthy. It's like, no, you can. So the negativity that you use to define yourself, that we all use to define ourselves. And we think, oh, okay, if I point out all my flaws, then I'll really push myself to do better. It's like, no. If I point out all my flaws, sometimes I'll think, why? Why even bother? So here, when March rolls around, do not fall into a nihilistic frame of mind, a sense of, why even bother? Nothing matters. There's a sense here that nothing that you have been through, Libra, has been wasted. It is aligning yourself to a mastery of soul, of self, and desire to have you hold the world in your hand in a way you never imagined. And then it brings you to April. Love. The koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Judgment. Judging your heart against the weight of a feather, which is what the ancient Egyptians did in their mythology for moving on to the other world. Okay, your heart was judged against a feather, and it had to be lighter than a feather. So in the ancient Egyptian religion, that was how you entered into eternity, or else you didn't. So here, there's a sense, and I love that the heart is repeating itself in this motif, because you have the heart here in the heart chakra, and you have the heart here balanced against the scale. It's time to embrace love. In April, Libra, it's time to embrace your love, your joy, your passion, your beauty. Should you be doing this all the time? Yeah, of course. But here, there's a tap on the shoulder that says, embrace what you love. Embrace what you desire. Embrace your heart's truth. And this isn't like, oh, I love going shopping, so I'm going to do that more type of thing. This is I love me. I love this energy. I love it when I am in alignment with myself. I love it when I meditate and I feel like I found focus, or when I exercise really hard and the excess energy that was clogging my thoughts fall away. That's what you're seeing here. I love it when I spend time with my children or my nieces, my nephews, my grandchildren, and their laughter fills the air. That's what we're looking at here. And that's what makes the heart way less than a feather. And so as you enter into April, the heart is so important. And there are going to be times where you think, oh, just buck it up. Just keep on pushing forward. But if you forget your heart, forget your heart. There are going to be times where you feel like you just snap. And you just can't forget your heart anymore. Because it feels like you're breaking just a bit. So embracing what you love is going to be, and embracing love is going to be so terribly, and is so terribly important to you. Spirit has a plan. As you are moving forward, you, again, from March, you have a tendency to have this nihilistic mentality coming forward. It's like, okay, well, does Spirit have a plan? Is this even worth it? As you embrace what you love, and as you see that there's this warmth and this beauty around you, as you see that there is an opening, but also a cleansing of the energy that's embraced by your third eye, you see yourself moving forward to more. And as you do so, you find that you're rising out of the darkness. The judgment in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is the angel blowing its horns, raising people from their coffins. And so you're going to feel like you're raising, okay, from a box, from conformity, from a darkness of space or of self and of thought. And it's like, no, there's more here. There's more here. and you're finding that there really is more to what you want and what you desire. And then you come to May, where you have the sacral chakra, flexibility, the swan spirit, time for a deep dive, and the Fool. So you are releasing, the sacral chakra holds a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. You are releasing a lot of that negativity. You are saying enough is enough. I can't, and I don't want it. There's wisdom that's coming in as you release, as you embrace, as you become, as you take the burden off of your shoulders and say, no, there's more. There's more to my life than this stiffness, than this pain, than this sorrow. And you look at it through your DNA line. It's like, what if I inherited? What is the weight that I put on my shoulders to say, okay, I have to fix this? And the other one is, okay, well, what did I inherit from my past life? That I don't even know why I feel sensitive about these subjects. I don't even know why, this is so important to me, or why I doubt myself all the time in this area. So you're embracing a flexibility of mind, of soul, of self, of desire, also a flexibility of pain, because you're looking at the pain that has been inherited from the DNA line, from past lives, from this life. It could be somebody, you know exactly what pain it is that has weighed upon your heart. And you're like, oh man, well, that's just holding me back. And so you break that mold and you embrace a flexibility of spirit. And it leads you to the swan spirit. It's time for a deep dive to what you want. It's time to dive deeper. Instead of just being on the surface, it's time to dive deep. And as you dive deeper, you begin your hero's journey. You start on a path that people sit there and they think, my gosh, that's absolutely foolish. And that's fine. It can be foolish for them. But it's a path that you need to follow. And many, many times along our journey in life, we need to embark on the road of reminding ourselves to be a hero, to be the hero of our life, to be the hero of moving forward, to be the hero of what we desire. And so here with the Fool, it's that reminder coming in. It's that starting a new road. It's that looking at things differently from everybody else. It's embracing the magic within, which for me, and when Spirit shows that to me, it is the God's head. Okay, it is Brahma hiding the God's head within us, because that is the one place we'd never look for it. And it is an embracing of the truth that is often overlooked, and the power that we think, oh, well, that's really nothing. And so we begin our fool's journey. We begin our hero's path. And it leads us to June. It leads us to forgiveness, which this is very powerful and heavy hitting. The lizard spirit dreamed the world into being. And the death, right here. The dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. The fact that nothing stays the same. And the fact here is that there is a death here. It's not a physical dying. It could be for some. It could be a mourning. It could be somebody that you absolutely loved, right? And we look at things. And why this comes up is because when I picked up this card, I saw my grandma, my great grandma, and they died when I was small, but I still knew them very, very well. And there was a forgiveness that had to happen with their passing, because me, as being 11, thought it was my fault. And so I put that guilt on me instantaneously. It was like, my gosh, I could have saved them, but nobody could have. Nobody could have. And here, there is that need for forgiveness for what actually doesn't make sense, that we hold ourselves responsible for. It's like, wow, I should have been able to stop that. I should have been able to make this better. And there's also a forgiveness that's needed for ourselves, for either not living up to other people's expectations and them telling us, because some people tend to, if only you were prettier, smarter, this or that, or I could have loved you more. That's a bunch of bull. That's a bunch of bull. That was just something they said to wound, and to make sure that as they left, they continued wounding you. Forgiveness is needed. Of others, not that we want to be friends with them. No. It's that you don't get to have power over me anymore. I walk away. The forgiveness for others, yes, but the forgiveness also for ourselves, for the impossible burdens we take on and say it was my fault. I know it had to have been somewhere deep down inside. The forgiveness to be able to move forward. The forgiveness to be able to evolve. The forgiveness for life just seeming to be a bit harder than it is for everybody else. And I laugh because life is hard for absolutely everyone. But sometimes things do seem to be a bit unfair. It's that forgiveness that is needed. It's the empowering of self that is desired. And as we look at things here, as we forgive, and as we free ourselves from that burden, you have the lizard spirit. And it says, dream the world into being. It's time to take our dreams, which we see as so sacred, that we keep them hidden away, and say, no, now it's time for you to become part of my waking world, part of my power, part of my grace, part of myself. Dream the world into being. And as you dream the world into being, you have the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. You have luck coming to you. You have power. You have a strength that is constantly transforming. The death card is an ending, but it's an ending that also brings forward a profound and gorgeous beginning. We're not the same person we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 13 years ago. We're just not. And every single day when we wake up, we're not the same person we were when we went to sleep. Some days we have really good days, some days we have really bad days. Some days we're grouchy and cranky, and we don't want to do anything. And some days we meet the world head on and are absolutely energized and ready to go. The death card shows us that. Shows us the transformation of us. And says, we are always transforming. We are always becoming. We are always seeing more. And that is why we need to forgive and bring our dreams into reality so that they can transform and become with us. Your inner self is started with the Page of Coins, the Page of Pentacles. This is being a student of your prosperity. You have 1, 2, 3, okay, because the Devil card represents the earth sign energy of Capricorn. You have 3 cards representing earth sign energy during this time. The Page of Coins represents Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Thank you. Okay, so here there is this sense of this power coming in. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, you are embracing very steadfast, very grounded, very capable energy, being very logical. You're looking at things and saying, okay, show me kind of the meat and potatoes of it. Just show me the heart of it all. That's what I need. And you're becoming a student of the seeds that you want to plant, the ways that you want to move forward, what it is that you desire, what it is that you're looking for. And this leads you to new ideas. You are having elasticity of mind during this time, a coming together and an embrace of self and of soul. And it brings you then to the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is my minor arcana death card. The Ten of Swords in the Rider-Waite Smith deck, here we have the 10 swords hitting this butterfly masked person, right? But in the Rider-Waite Smith deck is a person laid on the ground with 10 swords in their back. It's overkill. It's definitely overkill. It can be that we're looking at something and it becomes overkill. It becomes too much. We're focusing on it too much. But this is also every single year a lesson learned. A sword stabbed in the back. It's like, whoa. Because that's what we get every year. Whether they be big swords in terrible places or little swords in annoying places. We get betrayed, hurt. We learn a lesson of pain one way or another. And it sounds maybe fatalistic to say that, or, unpositive, or not positive to say it, but it is true. Every year, we get a pain. Some years, they're more than others. And this is seeing that we're not the same person we once were. This is the mind having learned a lesson, having come to a conclusion after a cycle of understanding, after a cycle of finding yourself, after a cycle of losing and claiming and redefining your voice. And it leads you then to the Ten of Pentacles. It leads you to prosperity that lasts for generations. It leads you to wealth, or something you value as much as money, coming in. It leads you to a prosperity where you look at what you want, you look at what you're desiring, you're looking at the way that you're moving forward, and you're saying, oh, why? Why not? And why does it have to be like this? Why can't it be something more? And as you are embracing this, you're embracing so much more than you imagined. And there's power, and there's passion, and there's prosperity coming forward. And there's you. There's you as powerful and brilliant and really seeing what means the most to you. What means the most to you, building a solid foundation within your life. And as this happens, and as you are a student, and as you're looking at the hardships, the pains that come within the mind, there's going to be a sense here, Libra, of needing to face the vampiric energy, needing to face, well, yes, because he is a vampire, needing to face the draining, addictive energy that tries to steal our glory and veer us off course. It's like, well, how can you move forward this way? Don't you want to be like everybody else? Isn't this a better place? It doesn't matter what group we're trying to fit into. It matters that we're not seeing the true us. Okay? You're not seeing the true you. It's time to embrace the true you without the ball and chain around your neck, without the saying, well, wouldn't it be better if? And isn't it more if? It's like, no. It is time for you to be you, Libra. And that's going to be one of the really big things that you do as you come to the end of the cycle. All right? And as you look at your prosperity, there's going to be something here where it's like, but, what if everybody laughs? What if people don't understand? What if I mess up? Or aren't I supposed to be like this? Aren't I supposed to go this way? Isn't this what success is? And isn't this what you're supposed to do with success? This is anything that does not add to the quality of your life. Okay? And so here, with the Devil card, it can be drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, food, shopping, right? It can be all of that. It can also be swallowing your voice. It can be overeating, not eating at all. It can be a sense of just exhaustion, okay? Not feeling rested, not giving your body a chance to heal. It could be a myriad of things that is keeping you off the path to the completion of the cycle and the seeing the new roads that open up. But there's also a sense that success looks a certain way. It's dressed up a certain way. And there is a sense here of taking those preconceived notions, or the way the world says, okay, this is what you're supposed to look like if you are successful, if you are prosperous, and saying, no, I'm done with that. I'm done with that nonsense. And I'm moving forward for me. I'm moving forward smiling. I'm moving forward saying I need to have a genuine smile at least once every single day. And then when you have that genuine smile at least once every single day, you add to it. Okay, 2 times. Okay, now I want a belly laugh. I want to just laugh and let go of the worries, the doubts, the fears, the anger, and become. Because the heart is being transformed, and you are being transformed by the power of your heart. You have the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new, the coming together, and these are connected. When it comes to the mind, okay, when it comes to the inner self, and when it comes to the heart, you need to be on the same page. There are going to be things where you think, oh, okay, I found the answer. I found the answer and I have momentary happiness. But if you're not contented with who you are, deep down in the soul, in the gut of you, then you still have a way to transform. And there are going to be surprises along this year that make you look at things differently, that make you look at you differently, that make you question, that make you, step out of your comfort zone type of thing. Your heart is transformed. And as your heart is transformed, you are transformed with it. It then brings you to the 8 of coins. This is the hard work, okay? This is the rolling up the sleeves, going after what it is that you want. This can be backbreaking work that you have put in to everything. And it's for your heart. It's for your soul. It's for yourself. It's like you have given so much. You have done so much. You have worked so hard. And this is you acknowledging it within you. Would it be nice if everybody else acknowledged it? Of course it would. But is it powerful enough that you do? Yes. For right now, it is. For right now, this is seeing the hard work, the dedication, the sacrifices, the time, the energy you've put into things. You're seeing it pay off. And what's more, you're honoring it within yourself. Okay? You're looking at things and it's like, wow, this was a job well done. People will start to say, wow, that was a job well done. But there is a sense here that you do have to battle the mind of saying, you could have done more. Or there's just another hardship that's going to come. There's just going to be more work the next day. Of course. Of course. But here, This is skill, this is passion, this is brilliance, this is beauty. And you're like, yes, that's it. That's it. That's what I've been working towards. I've been working towards acknowledging my strengths and also my weaknesses. I've been working towards being more than what I expected, okay? Being more than what other people spoke over me, made me doubt, made me fear. And it begins your fool's journey. It begins you on your hero's path within your heart. Because a lot of this, for you, Libra, during this time, because you are represented, by justice in the major arcana, it's about balancing the scales. This is about being just, being discerning to yourself, and saying, it is time to see a job well done. It is time to say a job well done, to see the effort, the time, the hardships, the pain, the beauty, the laughter, the joy that I've put into my life, and acknowledge it for the beauty that it is. And then we have the Fool. You are moving forward, okay? You are moving forward on a hero's journey. You're moving forward on what at times you're going to think, well, this is a fool's path. This isn't assured. This isn't this isn't that. What am I doing here? This is moving forward in your heart, in your soul, in yourself. You'll have a tendency to want to look backwards, okay? To want to always judge yourself off of the past. Stop. Stop and reconnect with your present. Because, first of all, you're embracing a gift. Second of all, there is power and beauty and brilliance around you. There is passion that's moving you forward. And there's something great that you're going after. Now, of course, the Fool is saying, take that leap of faith. Take that leap. Now, what is assured when you leap? You're not flying, you're leaping. So you're going to come back down. And even if you were flying, you still have to come back down at one point or another. So as you jump, okay, you have to know that your feet will once again hit the ground. And you may stumble and you may fall. All right? And in one of those leaps, it's assured that you will stumble and fall. But what is powerful here is the passion, the truth, and the brilliance that you keep on moving forward in. It's the fact that you don't give up on you. It's the fact that you're looking at things in a bigger, better, broader way and saying, this is my journey, and I'm the hero of my story. And it brings you to the Four of Swords. It brings you to paying homage, to recognizing all the hardship, all the pain, all the disappointment that you have been through. Instead of saying, oh, it's nothing. It's like, no, it was everything. It's what's made me. And so here, as you look at the addictions that hold us back as human beings, because they hold everybody back, you pay homage. You pay homage to the road that you have been on, how hard it's been, how overwhelming it's been, how you've wanted to give up at times and say, I just can't do this. I'm just going to hide in my room, pull the covers over my head, and be left alone. Though that energy, but the fact that you keep on going, the fact that you pick yourself up, the fact that you are so determined, that is the brilliance here. And in 2021, it's like you're forging greatness. And you are embracing something so much more, because we see here in the public arena, you have a change of seasons coming. Okay? This is being on a bit of a roller coaster ride. You have the highs, the lows, the lefts, the rights. You have a change of seasons coming in. You have a change of self. And you have to, it's so hard. In our world, we value youth, we value, beauty, we value brazen petulancy. Okay, I can't say that word, but it's like not thinking things through and being rather petulant. There we go. About what it is that you want, the way that you're moving forward, type of thing. And here, it's embracing the beauty of the transformation of the life cycle, the maiden, the mother, the crone, and the seeing yourself evolve and seeing the roller coaster ride that we're on as human beings. And so here, you have 3 10s within this reading. So this is an end of a cycle. This is a transformative, empowering, kind of down to the bare bones of it all type of year, which sounds overwhelming, yes, but it really is quite beautiful, because it's like, this is where I want to be. This is what I desire for my life. This is what's empowering me and moving me forward. And you're riding that roller coaster ride. You are. And where you end up is a new season, a new beauty, a new passion, a new power. It brings you to claiming the throne and to being stubborn, to, sitting there and saying, this is what I deserve and desire. This is my throne. This is my life. This is my passion, my brilliance. And you're going to find that at times you might go head to head with people and say, no, this is what I want. This is where I'm headed. this is what's best because I know it. I know it deep down in my bones. And we see this in February when you transform. It's like this transformative energy is everything. And at times you might think of it as nothing. It's like, oh, it's no big deal. Oh, it's not really going to get me anywhere. But it's everything to you. And claiming the throne and claiming your power and claiming your brilliance and standing in the assurity of your word, of your essence of self. That is so important. And it leads you. It leads you to the Three of Wands. It leads you to a new horizon. It leads you to seeing things broaden and become. And you're like, oh my goodness, what the heck? Like, because that's the energy right here. It's like, what the heck's next? Like, the world has opened up. The world has opened up. And it's like, how do I move forward in it? Where is it that I want to be? And it doesn't mean that the world actually opens up. But it means that as you're beginning this journey, as you're, oh my gosh, because you're looking here and you're seeing the wealth, you're seeing the prosperity that is absolutely invaluable as you embrace your journey. And it's like the horizon becomes so much faster. The future becomes brighter, but it becomes so much more than what you imagined. It's like, oh, I could do that. I can move forward that way. I could achieve that. And then you have the Knight of Wands. This is passion, this is creativity, this is moving forward with fire and determination and brilliance. And yeah, this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Aries presence within this reading. And it's like, I'm not standing still. I'm going after what lights my soul on fire and what brings me that joy, that purpose, excuse me, that I want and that I need within my life. And it's as you release the heartbreak, or as you see the purpose of the heartbreak, because that's hard to do, you move forward in your hero's journey and you become the defender of your passion, of the reason for getting out of bed in the morning, of what guides and at times defines you. So let's go deeper. Libra. First 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. The first 6 months of 2021, Libra. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. And 2 bonus cards. Fantastic. Okay. So we have the Devil again. We have it rooting you in the main part of the reading. Now we have it crowning you. 3 of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. Oh, I love that ending. Okay. The Magician. The Ace of Pentacles. So you're definitely taking this gift. The 4 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Definitely taking this gift right here because of the Magician. Justice. The essence of you coming forward. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. So when I have the King and the Queen from the same suit, from the same deck, in a reading, it's a soulmate connection, true love connection, powerful connection that comes forward. 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands coming through again, okay? No, you didn't have the 10 of Wands before, but you have now another 10 coming through. So we start off with the Devil. As you're looking at your prosperity, as you're facing the pains, there is a sense of, what I keep on seeing is like, the world tells you you're supposed to be this, but you want to be that. And it doesn't have to be in some drastic way. It's just, I guess within your soul is a drastic way, but it doesn't have to be some drastic, like, oh my gosh, I'm, going to do something crazy type of thing. It's really saying here, it's time to cut the chains that hold you, that bind you to something that you aren't, and to really embrace yourself, but also to look at what we're addicted to. Because as human beings, we tend to get addicted to the oddest things. Not going to bed at night, not eating our vegetables. You could sit there and say, these aren't addictions. It's like, yeah, they could be. They could very well be. prolonging the day, or just savoring the silence and saying, I don't want to deal with the chaos anymore. And then there's this sense of saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. And you're going to see that there have been chains that you have worn around your neck, Libra. Okay? Just like the woman and the man here. But you never even knew you were trapped by them. And so there's a freeing. There's a freeing from chains you didn't know you wore. To embrace a truth that has been a part of you, that lets you be a student of your prosperity, that lets you see the reason for all the hardship and pain and disappointment. But it's going to be painful. And I mean, I know nobody wants to hear that, but as you transform, as you free yourself, there's prosperity that comes. But you have to look at the hurts, the pains, the disappointments that we put on the shelf. And we say, this defines me. In the most negative, heartbreaking way, this defines me. But I'm never going to share it with anybody. Because it's my shame, it's my sorrow, it's my hurt. It's like, no, enough is enough. Bring it to the light of day. Let it burn away in the light of day. It doesn't get to have power over you. You then have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. And why I love that you have the King and the Queen of Wands here in this reading. You have it in your inner self, in your public arena. And the inner self, you have the Queen. So that's, for me, the Queens are the directors behind the scenes. The Kings, the actors upon the stage. So this is perfect. When you are turning inward, when you are looking at what you desire, and you're being held back, this is saying absolutely not. I am embracing my passion, my fire, my determination, my stubbornness, my beauty. This is the reason I get out of bed in the morning. This is who I am. Nothing and no one is going to stop me. And as you embrace this, the Magician comes in your heart. And it says, as above, so below. As I believe it, so it becomes. So be very, very mindful of the words you speak over yourself, because you're embracing your elemental energy. You're embracing the depth and the waters of your heart. Okay, the blood that courses through your veins. You're embracing the earth that you stand on and that nourishes you, that you put into your body. You're embracing the fire that warms you, okay, and the fact that our bodies are warm, right? You are embracing the air that fills your lungs. You're embracing all the elements that keep you going and the spirit that surrounds. And you are calling upon this power. And it's like, as above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. As you state it, so it will be. Be very mindful of what you call to you as you stand before your altar. Because prosperity and passion are very much a part of you. Very much a part of you. And you are affecting, in a very real way, the public arena. You are also purging the mind. Okay? The heartbreaks, the pains, the disappointments, the things that stayed in the mind and that defined. Okay? Because it was like, it wasn't worth it. I couldn't do it. It's like, no. No. You are embracing new prosperity, new possibilities as you go on your fool's journey, as you begin your hero's quest, and you are walking through a passageway. You are walking to a new beginning that you didn't know you had, coming. You have a prosperity that you didn't think could be yours. And it's like, oh yeah, it can be. Oh yes, it can be. And you're seeing it, and you're seeing these seeds, and it's like, what do I want to plant within my life, within my soul, within myself? And it is the Four of Pentacles that comes up. And so as you're looking at this, it's like greatness, power, yes. And then this is vampiric energy. It's like, well, wait, hold up. Don't you remember that you have to stay small and quiet and kind of in your place type of thing? Don't you know that people are siphoning the energy, causing you to doubt and fear and question everything that you hold dear? This needs to be purged. Okay? And it comes through looking at the hardships, the pains, the disappointments that you have been through, and realizing that you are a heck of a lot stronger than you ever realized. And as you see this, and as you sit there and say, I don't need to hold on, I am not rooted in a pauper's mind, I'm rooted in greatness. You then move forward in this passion, in this creativity, in the new season that comes, and in the claiming of the throne and of the power. And this is you in the public arena. New ideas, new passions, new desires, new fires that move. And this embraces you, the essence of you, the justice, the discernment, as the horizons open up, as you see yourself moving forward. And then you embrace the King. So you have the King and the Queen right here, and the Ace of Wands. A gift being given, you take it 3 times. So divinely you take this gift. And as you divinely take this gift, You embrace a new beginning. You embrace a passion. You embrace a brilliance. You stand in your power. New dawns, new days, determination, fiery change. Okay? A sense of seeing greater truths and greater understandings. It's like, oh, wow, this can be. This can be. And that is going to be kind of your motto for this time. It's like, this can be. This dream can be true. This brilliance can be mine. This desire of my heart can come forward. This can be. This can be the greatest year. And this can be a year that you look at and you go, whoa, that was intense. Because it made you face things to have the rest of your years, or these 6 months, made you face things, to have the next 6 months be better than you imagined, to have time move you forward, and for you to face the world saying, I can achieve my dreams. I can go after what it is that I want. I'm not held back by others' words and others' demands. So this is an empowering time, and it has you here moving forward with the Six of Swords. You're taking your knowledge, you're taking your understanding, you're moving forward. You're taking all the weight that you have been carrying and you're releasing it. All the burdens you've been carrying for others, you're releasing it. And you're saying, this is me, my passion, my brilliance, my beauty. And you start to light a fire with your truth. It's like, this is where I stand. This is what I stand for. This is what I want. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. It most definitely is. It is speeding up. Be ready, okay? Be ready for the changes that are coming. Be ready for the passion that is a part of you. Ooh, that was loud. Then it leads you to your chakra spirit. Truth, the throat chakra, the balancing of the scales, which is exactly the justice that you are represented by in the major arcana. Speak your truth, okay? Embrace your truth. It doesn't mean everybody has to accept your truth. Your truth is yours. It's sacred to you. Let everybody else's thing be sacred to them. Okay, in our world today, we tend to think that everybody has to think like us. They don't. They just don't. Embrace your truth, embrace your brilliance, embrace your heart, embrace your soul, embrace yourself. Be balanced by your truth and walk in that truth. What is the old saying? Live in such a way that when they start saying bad things about you, nobody believes them. Because people will. They make up lies all the time. It's like, live in such a way that the fact that you are balanced and held by your truth shines through, and everybody knows it. They might not like it, but they know it. Your subconscious tarot message is the Ace of Wands. Again, you have it as we go deeper into the reading. You have it here. Passion, creativity, fire, desire. This is the waking world. This is what gets you out of bed in the morning. This is your brilliance shining through, and you are embracing it. To go deeper into this brilliance, to go deeper into this message, we have the Three of Cups. For me, the Three of Cups is the person who raises the glass to us, but doesn't really celebrate. Who says, I'm on your side, but winds up leaving scars. This could be a parent, a grandparent. This could be, teachers, lovers, where you're sitting there and you're like, I thought you were for me, but you weren't. Friends. So with the Three of Cups, it's an understanding that not everybody is going to be on your side, and not everybody cares. Divinity has your back, and the greatest revenge is success. Which sounds callous, but it's not. It's just truth. And then your subconscious major arcana message is Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Time frame, November 22nd to December 21st. Balance. Temperance. Peace. Harmony. A pouring of knowledge into dreams, and of becoming more than what you had expected. And there's a peace to you. Embrace that peace. There's also a way that you connect with others. You bring people forward during this time. That's going to be very, very nice. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we change our world, as we move forward in power, and as we break pains and addictions and hardships and doubts and fears that held us back for way too long, as we seize this year, and as we create the most potent, beautiful destiny for ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra.